Hi, thanks for joining us today. I'm Joyce Danger and I'm with Natalie Murphy, and thank you for joining us. And I've got some questions that I wanted Natalie to share. Natalie is married and she has 3 children, and they're all of the ages where they're into lots of stuff, and I was wanting her to know how she has the time and the energy to focus on her business and to keep working. She and her unit have just moved forward into a Cadillac this past year, and also #1 in the state of Minnesota for most improved unit. So I just wanted to know if you could share a little bit about how that happened.
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you, Joyce, for inviting me. And thank you guys for tuning in, too, because you could be doing a million other things. So thank you. So would you guys just like to hear kind of like what happened and how we changed that first? Okay.
Yes.
So what happened is I had a life-changing experience at seminar, and I know a lot of you have heard this, but seminar is very important. Any company event that they have is very important, even if you think, I've heard it 100 times, or I can't spare the time, or I don't know if I'll learn anything new. It's worth going. Even if you get one tidbit that can move you forward, it's worth it. So I learned about the levels of dedication, the level 1 through 4 of dedication, which we've heard. Stacey James taught on it too on the Power Hour. And it's wonderful, and it changed my life because I realized I really hadn't been working at level 4 since I was a DIQ, which was very sobering. And I don't know if you've ever had a meeting with yourself, but that meeting there was ice cream and tears because it was some big girl stuff I had to face. And so I just made the decision that for myself and my family and all of my unit and every customer I touched, I was going to be level 4 for however many times a week I decided to work my business. And I looked at it from like an exercising point of view. If I were to start at a gym, I would ask a trainer what's the best road I should take to line up my goal with my time frame and what I wanted to achieve. And so I thought, okay, if I decide to be level 4 out of 5 days a week, and just see what happens. And that's what I adapted, and it changed everything for us. And level 4, in case some of you haven't heard this, it just means that you're very dedicated and you work with a purpose. So it means that if you have a decision to make on your schedule, you choose to put your priorities with your business at the top 3 instead of down at the bottom where the bag of potato chips might be on your diet plan. So that's what changed for us.
Okay, good. How do you stay in choosing which things you're going to do or not going to do? There's a lot of things competing for our time and competing for our energy. How do you decide what you're going to do or what you're not going to do?
Oh, that's such a great question, because I struggled with this for a very long time. Because those of you that have children, we know we have mommy guilt. And it can be even over like, did I make their breakfast from scratch today, or did I let it come from a package? What kind of a mom am I? So I struggled with this, how was I to decide? And I thought, okay, when I had a day job, a W-2 job, what happened is my day job came first. It came before birthdays. It came before anniversaries. It came before my kids' birthdays. It came before my mother's surgery. I mean, it came before everything. Obviously, we got vacation time, and you could use that wisely. So I thought, okay, with the understanding that if this was a W-2 job, how would I place my priorities in my life? And so there are things I say no to. Like, I know that my children are important, but there is such a thing as over committing them, I think. I've seen it happen where the kids are just exhausted and the parents are exhausted, and that doesn't help. So we're selective about how many things we let them be in. And it's not like they beg us to be in things. They have their idea of how many things they want to. So we don't let any more of those things happen. We just have a select things that they like to do, and we pick two or 3 a child. And the other thing I do is I think about predetermined destination decision making. And what that means is you know you're going to have obstacles, and we know what they are. We've known ourselves a long time, our whole lives. We know what they're going to be. So I think, okay, this year, my 14th wedding anniversary fell on my meeting night. And I could have chosen to be like, it's my anniversary, I'm going to go to dinner, I'm going to spend all day thinking about my anniversary, I'm going to look at my wedding book all day, but I didn't. I thought, you know what, my husband and I can celebrate our wedding anniversary on a weekend or a day where I'm not working. So I went to my unit meeting and I brought cheesecake. So it was really fun girl time, and my husband and I plan a weekend in October to go away. So it's just deciding ahead of time how you're going to spend your time. My kids' birthdays fall on my meeting days. They fall on days I have parties. They fall on days that my husband has to work. Maybe he has to work 18 hours that day. And we just choose to celebrate it a different day. So just having an idea in your head of what obstacles are going to come up and how you're going to choose to address them. And you can choose to take a vacation day. It's not bad. There should be no guilt. But you can also choose to do something different.
That is great. Great. Thank you. Great ideas. Okay, we're going to come back to you after a little bit. So come back with us.